I'd like to say I'm just fine with my father staying in town.
But you're not.
I didn't expect him to hang around more than a day or two. But he's actually going to be conducting seminars at the hospital.
I can't believe he went and spoke to Quartermaine without telling you he's going to do it.
I'm sure it was just a coincidence. People ask him to do these things all the time.
Can you trust him not to blow your cover?
He knows how important it is for me to be Julie Morris.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, Matt. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can I buy you a beer or a rice milk?
Oh, no. No, thank you. It's bedtime.
You said that hours ago.
Oh, well, I have a lot of reading to do, so.
Where do you get your energy after the day we put in at the OR?
Oh, I had an easy day. Yeah, the senior surgical resident made sure of that. See you guys later.
Night.
Take care, man.
Yeah. Hey, aren't you supposed to be working?
I'm on a break.
Oh, really? How's the ER?
Quiet.
Are we referring to the same place?
Well, the patients are keeping me busy, but without my flock of interns, there's a lot less to do.
Oh, is that why you're here? You're getting your intern fix?
No, actually, I was thinking about a turkey sandwich. But if I suddenly have an overwhelming need to bond with any of you, I'll know where to find you.
Yeah, right. In that warm, nurturing place we all affectionately call the operating room.
Do I sense a little sarcasm?
Me? Sarcastic?
Oh, come on, Harmon. What's wrong?
Okay. This is hard. What am I supposed to say? Scott, guess what? Danielle came by and told us that she is claiming to be Serena's biological mother. That'll go over big. He will tear the roof right off of this lighthouse. Oh, boy. You know what I think? I think it would be best to wait until morning to tell him.
Lucy, I think we should just get it over with now.
No, I don't want to. Doc, did you see his face? He looks so happy and contented.
I know that, but he has to know this.
You know how he's going to react.
Yes, I do. I do in spades.
All right, I tell you what. It might sound better coming from you if you break it to him.
Me?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe from a guy, you know, sort of a male bonding moment or something. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the one who's always saying, but, Kevin, you don't understand. He's my friend. We're so close.
I know. So, there, pal. How was the night? How'd it go?
It was great. Great. She loves her teachers. The principal was all right about the extra security. Even the potluck food was pretty good.
Great. That sounds like an absolutely wonderful night.
Yeah, you sure stayed pretty late.
Well, she wanted to go by Lee and Gale's and, tell them about everything. I owe you.
For what?
For being yourself and forcing me to stay here in Port Charles. I just said you were right, Lucy.
Yeah, I know.
Who died?
That was Baccarat crystal. About $2.50 a stem, as I recall.
I don't care. I did what you wanted.
But now that our plan is up and rolling, we don't have to worry about the cost of one mere wine glass. Or two. Life is about to get very, very good.
I don't care about your crystal or your stupid plan. You said you'd tell me where Jake is.
That I did. Perhaps this will help.
That is not the antidote. That is the poison.
Ooh, yes, so it is.
What are you doing?
Could use a little more sugar, I think.
I did this all for nothing, didn't I?
Oh, no. You did it all for love.
I wish that were the poison.
Well, surgery's different. No, we were a lot more involved back in the ER.
Well, that goes without saying. There's only so much an intern is allowed to do in the operating room.
Yeah, I realize that.
And the surgeons?
Oh, well, they're what you'd expect. Egotistical, competitive. They're totally involved in their own careers.
You know, Matt, I look at you, and I see a man who has an obsessive need to do what's right.
I wouldn't call it an obsession.
Oh, come on. You insisted on helping me through my lawsuit. You stood behind Joe Scanlon at his hearing. And you came down on me really hard for being emotionally cut off from the interns.
Why are you saying this?
Makes me wonder, is that man making the right career choice?
Are you asking me if I really want to be a surgeon?
That's exactly what I'm asking you.
Yeah, well, the answer is yes. I mean, I'm ready to take on the job. It's not the personality.
Sometimes a job creates the personality.
You know, I really miss working with you. I mean, you might be a dictator, but at least you're insightful. And there's a conspicuous lack of that in the OR.
Dr. Boardman's not insightful.
Mark Boardman? Oh, yeah. Yes, he's just full of, insights.
My mom and I, we work in the same hospital, and it goes okay.
When my father's working, there is nothing else. He wouldn't recognize me if he fell over me in the hallway.
No, that's what you want, isn't it, if you're still going to be Julie Morris?
I guess you're right.
You know, maybe you don't have anything to worry about. No one's going to know that he's your father unless you decide to tell him. What?
I feel funny now about keeping such a big secret from the group. All of a sudden, it doesn't seem fair.
So Jake is all right? He always was?
Well, now that would depend on your definition of all right. He is, after all, somewhere in New Jersey. Go ahead, use the phone.
You better be telling the truth.
Such devotion. Awe-inspiring, really.
Damn.
Nobody's home? Maybe he's taken Mom and Pop to the airport for their long trip back to Poland.
Where is he?
This temper of yours is starting to get on my nerves.
I don't care. Just tell me where he is.
Why don't you sit down and pull yourself together? I will tell you what comes next. That's better.
Danielle was here. Yeah, for what reason?
She told us something that she has been keeping from us she thought we should know.
What's that?
She told us that she is Serena's biological mother. No, I know.
Come on, what are you talking about?
I know. We didn't believe her for 1 minute. We didn't.
Oh, what else did she say?
She said that Dominique had come to her for help.
Oh, come on. Dominique didn't even know her, Lucy.
I know that. I told her that, but she claims that Dominique sought her out to see if there would be a genetic match.
What are you talking about?
Wait. Just let her answer the question. She can't do that while you jump all over.
All right, okay. Go on.
Well, she claims that Dominique came to her because she was worried about passing on cancer cells when they implanted the egg in me. And it's weird because, Scott, do you remember we talked about that? We actually did.
So tell me the rest.
She says that Dominique came to her to see if her egg could be used instead.
And she did this without telling me?
Apparently.
You two believe this. Are you a couple of idiots?
No, of course
We
not.
think it's a bunch of baloney, too.
But what I'm afraid of is that this could be the first move in a new phase of the plan.
No, Dominique would never keep something like this from me. She wouldn't keep it from you either, Lucy.
No, absolutely not. She wouldn't.
Let me just tell you something, right? Dominique never, ever lied to me about anything. Anything! And she would not take something like this to her grave. How long have you known?
What?
Hey, now
What do you
that's
mean, how long
enough.
have I
No, wait
known?
a second.
Daniel just left a few
Maybe
minutes
you've been
ago.
on this plan of Danielle's. You've known this right from the very beginning.
Don't you dare take this out on her!
All right. Right. Sorry.
It was all I could do not to just throw Danielle out of here bodily. But we just thought that maybe we should try and get some more information out of her.
Well, what is this new phase of this plan you were talking about?
The bruise that Serena had on her arm that could have been made when someone gave her an IV injection or when someone took blood.
Yeah, so go on.
If Rex and Danielle are the kidnappers, they could have done that to back up their claim.
Well, all that's going to prove is that they're lying, you know? So what?
I know. We haven't quite figured that part out yet.
Well, obviously.
Tonight was important. We have an important piece of the puzzle. Now we know for sure that Danielle is in it with Rex.
Well, now what?
We wait.
No. You look after Serena.
Wait a minute. What are you going to do?
Go. I am going to throw a little monkey wrench into their little plan over there. How about that?
Scott, please don't do that. Wait for us, okay?
No, it's my kid, so just stay out of it.
What's next?
That's much better. See, I hate it when you become so agitated. There's just too much negative energy in the air.
Do you have any idea what I have been through in the past few hours? I did not know if Jake was alive or dead. I had to lie to the two people that have cared about me since
Whoa, now I care about you.
You don't care about me. I can't even believe I ever thought you did.
Well, you'll believe it when you never have to work again.
Yeah, well, Lucy hates me. You didn't see the pain and anger on her face.
Well, think of your own face, smiling ear to ear as you count out your share of the money.
You lied to me again.
Let's not use that unpleasant word, shall we? I prefer to think of myself as your creative guide. Think of the spontaneity, the reality I brought to your performance.
The reality is that Kevin and Lucy did not buy a word I said.
Of course they didn't. I never expected them to.
What?
You call these people your friends, but you have so little regard for their intelligence. Who would believe such a story? No friend of mine, I can tell you that. But the seed, you will excuse the pun, has been sown. And you did it.
You are, without a doubt, the most evil person I've ever met.
Me? I mean, I haven't done anything. Oh, you're the one who went over there and upset them with this ridiculous little piece of information. Oh, my, where has the time gone? You'll have to excuse me. I'm expecting some company.
I just don't think now is the time to be worrying about everyone else.
All of a sudden, it's getting out of hand. And when Eve and Chris found out about my father, they didn't actually know him. He was just a faceless surgeon in Chicago. But now he's right here at this hospital. Everyone's gonna know him. How can I continue to keep this secret from Matt or Karen or Dr. Burgess? This makes things complicated for you, too.
Me?
You're gonna have to lie or withhold information from your own brother, and it's because of me.
It's because of your father.
He said he'd leave tomorrow if I wanted him to.
After you already heard how much Quartermaine wants him to stay.
It's a major coup for the hospital, Frank. Even if it's a nightmare for me.
Okay, so what are your options? You can take all the pressure off yourself right now. All you have to do is come clean.
Just give up something that was so important to me.
And what?
What are people gonna think of me?
That you tried to make it on your own and you got blown out of the water. Julie, that's what happened.
Okay, so there we are in the OR. And Boardman's up to his elbows and some guy's inside, right? So he needs a retractor. So he looks at Karen and says, "Here, hold this. Will you, honey?"
Can't accuse him of being a feminist.
Oh, it gets worse. So after that, he looks at Chris and starts explaining every, little procedure. Starts answering Chris's obsequious questions. And then when it's time to close, he looks back to Karen and says, "Oh, hey, thanks, sweetie." I mean...
I know how infuriating it is to watch your colleague being treated disrespectfully. But don't worry about Karen. She is stronger than you think.
Well, that doesn't excuse Boardman's behavior.
I wasn't trying to excuse it. I was trying to get around to you. Tell me what he did to you. If you'd rather not tell me, I'll ask Chris.
Please don't do that.
He must have done something really bad to get you like this.
No, he didn't do anything.
I'd like the truth.
That's what I'm giving you. He did nothing. Literally. Remember you told me to go to Boardman with my thoughts about how I could best perform in the OR?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, there is a specially designed brace. A lot of paraplegic surgeons are using it right now. So I went to Boardman with it.
And how did he react?
He didn't. He just ignored me. He just treated me like I wasn't even there.
That must have hurt.
I've spent many years putting up with people staring at me, putting up with their ignorance. But in time, I guess I learned to deal with it. But the one thing that I can't get used to, and the one thing that I won't get used to, is people treating me like I am not even there.
I respect you for trying to make it on your own without family connections.
Why couldn't you tell me that before?
No, I was angry and hurt, but I'm not now.
You think the other interns will respect me too? After they get over being angry?
Absolutely, they're much more enlightened than I am.
Do you think I should own up to what I did?
I'm abstaining from that. That's your call. But if you do decide to be Julie Morris, I hope it's for all the same reasons and not because you're afraid of what people will think of you.
I felt so free getting off the plane the day I came to Port Charles.
You're still free, Julie.
I'm not so sure. There's something I wasn't able to tell you, too.
What's that?
I like you in a tie. It comes in very handy.
So much for partnerships. I did think the three of us were making some sort of progress.
Since when has Scott ever been a team player?
That would be never.
I'll tell you something, Lucy. I'm sick and tired of it. He has no right to explode and then storm out of here like some kind of a maniac, leaving you with all the pain.
He is in pain, too. He is. It's just that he gets irrational when it comes to Dominique and Serena. You know that.
Really? Well, you love Dominique. She was your best friend. You love Serena, just like your own daughter. And Lucy, I saw your reaction when Danielle said that you carried her baby. Does Scott have any idea what you've been through in this ordeal? Does he care about anyone's feelings but his own?
I don't want to talk about this. I just don't want to argue with you.
Well, neither do I, but I won't keep my mouth shut anymore. Not when it's always the same thing. Scott gets hurt and Lucy transcends. Scott hurts Lucy and Lucy understands it. Scott throws accusations at Lucy and Lucy still understands. Well, the hell with Scott Baldwin. There's only one person I care about around here, Lucy, and that's you. And I won't stand and watch anymore while he treats you like a punching bag and then throws you aside. I've had it.
No messages. Oh, Jake. Please be safe. Yes, has Dr. Marshak called in? I know he's not on the roster tonight. I just thought... Thanks. Hello?
Danielle.
Jake, where are you?
You know where I am.
Well, my folks. I just called to check my messages.
Well, I was worried about you.
Why? You knew I was at my parents'.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that you got there okay. Is everything all right?
Yeah. I got some good news. Uncle Rex, he can't do anything to us anymore.
Right on time. Oh, Scott, what brings you out at this hour of the night?